Hello, children. Now, let us begin our new chapter Fun with Magnets. I hope you are very familiar with magnets, isn't it? You have been seen in the pencil box, then various other magnets you have been observed in your house, isn't it? Okay, so now let us learn about magnets. Have you ever observed that in the heap of waste materials, we will pick some of the materials by using a crane? Okay, so by using this crane, by using the hand, you can see some substances are attracted by the end of the crane and they are picked up from the heap of the waste materials. Okay, you have been seeing that, and there is some separation process is taking place. Okay, so what is the peculiarity of the end of the crane? Do you know? You can see all the metal and iron substances has been attracted by the end of the crane. Okay, so that type of materials has been collected from the waste materials and they have been removed, and other substances has been placed there and that has been collected. So what is the peculiarity of the end? Can you say? Yes, very good. The nature of the end of the crane is magnetic nature. Okay, that means the end is supported with a magnet. Okay, so that what happens? This will attract the iron materials present in the heap of waste. So we can collect all the metal and iron substance from the waste and we can separate it into the other waste materials. Okay, so that's why it is using magnet in the crane. Okay, so we can collect the iron particles or metal particles from the waste. We can separate it very easily because it attracts very fastly to the end of the crane. Look here, and also you have been observed various substances placed in our home like boxes, then refrigerator, pin holders, etc. Have you observed what is the peculiarity of this pencil box, then a door of the fridge, then this pin box? What is the peculiarity? Okay, you can see that all these will attract each other. Okay, when we close the pencil box or fridge, you can see that they will meet each other and attract each other. And at the same time, in this needle box, we can see that when we put the needle into the box, all the needles will attract to the center point. So you can say that some attraction is taking place, and this is due to the presence of magnets. Okay, so this is due to the presence of magnet. Now let us see what is the history of magnet. Okay, before 4000 years ago, there was one shepherd known as Magnus. Okay, the Magnus was a shepherd and he was feeding their sheep in a yard. Okay, so when he observed that he had a stick in his hand. Okay, at the end of the stick, it was fitted with a iron material. Okay, after some time, he has placed his stick on the rock where he was sitting. Okay, what happened to the stick? Yes, suddenly he observed that the iron end of the stick has been attached to the rock, and there was a attraction between the iron end of the stick as well as the rock in which he was sitting. Suddenly he became shocked. Okay, what is happening here? Why the iron material in the stick is attached to the rock? Then he observed and thought very carefully. What is the peculiarity? Okay, so that he identified that there are some rocks which will attract iron materials to it. Okay, so he tested by using other iron substances for identifying whether it is attached to all iron materials, and he has digged the soil to find out what type of stone is there. Okay, so he has identified that there is a stone which will attract all the iron materials. Okay, so he has identified Magnus, the shepherd, while feeding his sheep. He has identified that some rocks will attract iron materials. This is this is named as magnetite. What it is called? Magnetite. Okay, since his name was Magnus, he named it as magnetite after founding it. So this is a stone which occur naturally, which occur in the under the soil, that will attract iron materials. And what is the name? Magnetite. Okay, so magnetite is the first identified magnet naturally. Okay, so the who has identified this magnetite under the soil? Yes, that was Magnus, a shepherd. So afterwards, finding out it was a magnet, we have named then we have named it as magnetite. Okay, so that is the history of magnet. So later on, various shapes has been developed from this magnet, so that we can, some human scientist has been taken this and made another magnets too. Okay, so that are man-made magnets. So we have found that there are two types of magnets: natural magnet and man-made magnet. Okay, there are two types of magnet: naturally occurring magnet and man-made magnet. These man-made magnets are also known as artificial magnets. What it is called? Artificial magnet, because it is made by human beings or man. So that is known as artificial magnet. So which are the two types of magnet? Natural magnet and man-made magnet. So these are the two types of magnet. So natural magnets, first of all we can look at natural magnets. So natural magnets are obtained from nature. It is obtained from the underground of the soil and in the earth's crust, etc. So these types of magnets that has been obtained from the nature are known as natural magnets. Okay, so the magnet that has been found in nature is known as lodestone. What is the natural magnet named? Lodestone. Okay, lodestone. This is the figure of the lodestone. It is a black colored stone, and this is the naturally occurring magnet. Okay, so this magnet is obtained from the soil. By digging we can obtain this lodestone. So this is the natural magnet. So what is the which is the example for natural magnet? Lodestone. Okay, so lodestone is the natural magnet which is found in nature. Now look here. These are the various man-made magnets. Man-made means they are made by human beings, by machines and all. Okay, so these are the examples for man-made magnet. They are preparing by using various methods and machines. They will make man-made magnets or artificial magnets. So which are the examples for artificial magnets? Read it out. Which are they? Bar magnet, ball-ended magnet, horseshoe magnet, then cylindrical magnet. Okay, so which are the man-made magnets? First one is a bar shaped, so it is named as bar magnet. Second one is you can see that at the both end there are a balls. There are two balls, so they are known as ball-ended magnet. And third one is horseshoe magnet because it looks like the shoe of horse. Okay, you can look at the horseshoe and it is very similar to that, so it is known as horseshoe magnet. The last one, look here, it is a cylindrical in shape. Okay, you can see it is a cylindrical shape, so that is known as cylindrical magnet. So these are known as artificial magnet or man-made magnet. Okay, so that are the two different types of magnets. Then once again recall, there are two types of magnets are there, natural magnet and man-made magnet or artificial magnet. There are two types are there. Then natural magnets are obtained from nature, and which is the example for natural magnet? Lodestone. Okay, lodestone, Lodestone, lodestone. So lodestone is the natural magnet. And we know that artificial magnet or man-made magnet, these are made by human beings by using various process and machines. Okay, so they have been obtained in different shapes. Which are they? Which are the man-made or artificial magnet? Bar magnet, ball-ended magnet, horseshoe magnet, then cylindrical magnet. So these are the examples for artificial magnets or man-made magnets. Okay, so we have studied that there are natural magnet and artificial magnet.